Good evening, everybody. I'm notifying my 1065 community. Okay. All right. Let's see who's coming now. All right. If you guys come in, please say hello to me. Yes, Lulu, good to see you. Okay, Lulu, Jieming, good to see you. Hayden, good to see you. Yes, am I first? Lulu and Jieming was ahead of you. Yeah, okay. But you're number 3. That's not too bad as well. Okay, more people come in. Okay, more people come in. Jason, good to see you. Sound good, video good. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna just turn on this one so I can see all your comment. And wait, how do I do this? Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Yes. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, we got 130 of you guys here. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, everybody come in. Everybody come in. Say hello to me so that I know you guys. Iris, good to see you. Yok Ching, good to see you. Okay, and okay, wait. AI got no more slot already. AI got no more slot now. Very difficult. Okay. Yes. Yes. Wait. Okay. I'm trying. Okay. I know a lot of people very upset that they couldn't get a ticket. I'm so sorry. I never expect the demand to be so hot. So we only have 200 plus seats, and the tickets were sold out in, I don't know, 3 minutes plus. I expected to at least last for 15 minutes. 3 minutes, everything gone. Wow. Okay. So first of all, it is a vote of confidence for me and my co-host. So I really thank everybody for that. We will not let you be disappointed. Okay. And I thought that this kind of entry level, there's a lot of sophisticated AI course outside, have a lot. But entry level one for people like us, I actually never seen any. So we actually cater, we actually cater for UAs. UAs are called unstoppable adults. Okay, they are also called uncle and aunties. Okay, so I thought that for uncle and auntie, the demand won't be so high whatsoever. Wow, so many people come in 3 minutes. The worst part is I don't know why the system cannot buy 2 tickets one time. So there are people who want to buy one for themselves, then buy one for their spouse, end up buying one for themselves, too late for the other one. So I apologize. This is okay. Any course note given out, there will be a cheat sheet given out after the whole course is over. We are preparing for it, so don't worry. Okay, yeah, more instructions will be given out closer to the date. Okay, more instruction will be given out to the date. But today I want to discuss a very important topic that someone actually wrote to me on the 1865 group. I think her name is Amy. Okay, and I don't want to talk about family names and things like that. Oh no, it's called Elaine. It's not Amy. Elaine. Okay, so Elaine, are you here? Okay, as I promised you, I'll talk about it. Okay, and I think it's a very important thing. You make all the uncle and auntie excited about AI. I think it's survival, man. It's not okay. It's survival, not excited. Right? We all want to make sure we all survive, right? So okay, so I think there are 300 plus of you here. There's only less than 100 thumbs up. Please, everybody, you know the drill. Everybody, please give thumbs up. Okay, everybody, give thumbs up. I will start when I receive 300 thumbs up. Today, I will focus a lot about corporate life. With this, we will start a little bit about stock market, and then we focus on corporate and business life. How about it? So tonight I'll talk about corporate life, and then the next part I'll talk about business life. How many of you are? How many of you are? I'll give you my perspective of what it takes to succeed in corporate life, and at a later time, if you are interested, then I talk a bit about business. Okay, but let's focus on corporate life first. Okay, 300 thumbs up, I start. Okay, 300 thumbs up, I start. So yeah, I'm already preparing for course number 2 because so many of you want it and couldn't. My co-founder refused to run another course. I don't know why all the course instructor very reluctant to because you know what, they got day job, very difficult to convince Mr. So Chin Hing to run course number 3. Very difficult to convince Mark to run course number 2. Wow, if I can, one of these days I will run a course that I know I can teach myself. I'll run whatever how many runs I want. Okay, these people 我要靠人家吃饭 I go and tolong back whatsoever are you. Okay, yes, everybody please come in, say hello, and most importantly give a thumbs up. Okay, I only have 133 and they are I think it's very, very important. Okay, yes. So today, now the first thing I want to tell everybody is, have you all do something about securing your own funds. Scams are on the rise. Don't say Mr. Lu never warned you guys, okay? Scams are on the rise. Some of you are so freaking good, smarter than Mr. Lu. That's fine, okay? Jackie, good to see you. Wait, Jackie is the Jackie I know, right? Okay, yes. So I need to say again, me and my wife have done a lot of work these few days in locking up our money. We think enough is enough. It is too damn scary. So I have a chance to meet up a very senior officer, and a very senior officer is one of the smartest person I've ever met in my life. He locked up all his money using money lock. Okay, so this time around, I lock up some money and I put a lot of it into endowers, also lock them up there. Okay, so right now my funds are fully locked up already. Yeah, so it's very difficult, very difficult. Okay, yes, someone can pretend to try to win my heart and some chobu and scam me, the kind of thing. That's a different story. But trying to scam my account, all this, I think is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Okay. For those people above 55, so please lock up your OA in amount. Yes, please lock it up. The risk is too high. Okay, the risk is too high. Please lock it up. Please lock it up. Please lock it up. Be serious about it. Okay. So don't say I never warn you all. The risk is really very high. A lot of people think that only the greedy will get it. Okay, that's not true. That's not true. Okay, really, I've seen very smart people do stupid things. And you will never know it until it happens. Okay, so I don't want you all to lose some money already. Then it's just too late. Yeah, the police cannot do the police really cannot do anything to save you. Really, I think it's I think it's just impossible. Okay, yeah. So please, whatever you want to do, make it really go all out to protect your money. Okay, yeah. So okay, so the number of thumbs up 155. Can we at least have 200, please? Okay, 200. May I know why many of you do want to give a thumbs up? Can you someone please? Your thumbs up is very important so that other people can watch it. Okay, so please don't think that I need a thumbs up to make myself feel. Please don't think that I need a thumbs up to make myself feel secure. I don't need that. Okay, it's a YouTube algorithm. The more you give a thumbs up, the more people get to watch it. That's all. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm now 157. I would like to have 200 thumbs up if you don't mind. Okay, 200 thumbs up. Okay, then we can start. Okay, all right. Okay, so just to thank you so much. Just to let everybody know. Okay, I really went all out to lock up our funds. Just take note of that. Okay. So I also want to say that there is a lot of people, a lot of analysts right now are predicting that S&P 500 will hit 6,600 points. I think that's a foregone conclusion. There is a chance right now the S&P 500 can go beyond that. Okay, yeah. So there's there is chance that the S&P 500 can go beyond that. I think maybe 6,800, maybe even 7,000. Okay, because Donald Trump is winning big time in all the negotiation. Big time. Have you all watched my video? He won big time against the Japanese, big time against UK, okay, big times against Indonesia, Vietnam. Potentially now only left with two countries that are critical, two blocks. One is China and the other one is EU. So EU, I think sure collapse. They need China. EU really need US too much. The last one is China. That one is critical because that one got bargaining power. The rest completely don't have bargaining power. But China have rare earth, so China had bargaining power. Okay, yeah. So I think that one I think will happen in a big way. Okay, yeah. So let me go today on a topic that just came out. Okay, and I'll just quickly talk about it because it is a topic that someone raised it. And I think it's a very important topic. I'll do a quick one and then we can have a chit chat. Okay. Now where's my file? And here we go. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. Okay. The topic. Wait. I make the file. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. And how do I do that? Share screen. Entire screen. Okay. All right. Can you see my file? Okay. So the title of my topic today that I want to discuss is how to succeed in corporate life. We're going to talk about business if we have time and if people are interested. But I think most Singaporeans are not interested in business life. Okay. I'll give you all a few unusual, unconventional strategy. And I've been in corporate life for 20 years, and I've been business life for 10 years. So I both life. So I've worked for 30. I worked since 24 years old. I'm now 20. No, I'm now 15, 20. I'm now 53. Okay. So I work for I lost count. Okay, wait. So this is 53 minus 24 years old. So yes, I worked for 29 years already. So almost 30 years. Okay. So 20 years in corporate life and 10 years in business life. And in my corporate life, when I switch over to business life, I also spent quite a number of years still in a corporate life as a consultant. So my corporate life have a way longer lifespan. In fact, I'm very privileged. Some of you all might get to see me. If you are Singtel shareholders for Singtel Investor Day, the company, the CEO and the CFO invited me to be one of the speaker and the MC for the day. Right, I'm very, very honored. Okay, super, super honored that they invited me. So any one of you who are Singtel investors, and if you are going to be there, please join me. Okay, and I'll be happy to share with everybody some part of this thing. But it is an honor to be invited by Singtel. It is basically home again for me. Okay, now a lot of people come to me and say that, Mr. Lu, you talk so much about business whatsoever, but we're just struggling, and I work very hard. I do everything, but I just don't get recognized. A lot of people get promoted ahead of me. I don't get enough whatsoever, and I thought that it's important for me to give you very unconventional things that people will not tell you. And office, how to say, those management books will not tell you this also. Okay, I don't know how to tell you this, but in my many years in corporate life and many years running companies, and I've been in MNCs as well, because I'm a shareholder of a few of these MNCs as well. I just want to share this. These are very important things. A lot of you do well not because you have poor performance, because you make certain strategic errors in life. And I want to share with you this. Office politics and perception management matters more than we can think of. So I say again, okay, office politics and perception management. Remember these two terms, you can go and sleep already. Office politics and perception management, I think, is very, very important. So Let me share with you what I call a 360-degree management. This is my own term, 360-degree management rule. Number one is that you must learn how to manage your superior, how to manage your subordinate, and manage your peers. This is called 360. Okay. And in corporate life, you cannot, I say again, you cannot, okay, escape all these three. Each of these three will determine whether you go up or go down. How many of you agree? Me say agree. Okay. A lot of people manage downwards very good, manage sideways very good. Some of you also manage upwards very good, but you do not manage the 360. One of them sabo you. How many of you cannot sabo before, cannot step on the back before, say I agree? Or you cannot step before, say me, 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 me. Okay, and continue to give thumbs up, please. Okay. Yeah. How many of you agree with this or cannot step before by one of these guys? And you'll be surprised. Some of your subordinates can step you as well. Okay. Right. Okay. Can step you as well. Okay. And yeah. Yes. So you cannot not learn how to manage. So this is where I just want to say this. Okay. It's very important. Number one, the most important person to manage is, of course, your boss. Then no need to say one. But it's also important to manage your boss. You realize this? You manage your boss, but you also need to manage your boss. But do not ever let your boss know that you are also managing his boss. Now, that's the tricky part, right? Because if you manage your own boss, then your boss, do you know that most of the time your boss um, doesn't exactly control your promotion? He recommends your promotion, and then your boss will determine your promotion. So you manage the person who recommend you, no use. The person who decide on it, don't know. So you need to manage two level up. You need to manage two level up. So you need to have visibility, not just in front of bosses, that is given, but you need a visibility two level up. Two level up management. So remember tonight, two level up. Whoever agree, me say agree, okay? Because usually your boss only evaluate you and recommends you, then your boss will determine. So you must have visibility to two level up. So many of you say, I work so hard for my boss, but I didn't get promoted. Of course, because you never show yourself to your boss. Okay, yeah. So in most corporate life, you need to go two level up. Now, in some of the, do you know this system is in place for most MNCs, most companies, most GLC, even in the army, the police force, even in the reserve. I'm trying to think of even I think even in religious organization is also like that. Two level up management, very important. Now, your subordinate is extremely important for you to manage. Okay, excellent. They are based on support betrayal. Your nowadays, subordinates are very capable because they give a boss feedback, right? They have this thing called boss appraisal. They can sabo you, Yeah, they can sabo you, right? And nowadays, the appraisal of their boss is weighed quite heavily. So do not think that your subordinate okay, you can just, you need to, if you want to scold them, if you want to be hard on them whatsoever, you must always go back and sayang them. Okay, but if you're too soft on them, they makan you. So I always consider this grip and relax approach. I give you one quick tip, okay? I give you one quick tip. Start firm and hard and slowly relax. I say again, okay? Start firm and hard and slowly relax. When they come in, you must show them who is boss, who is subordinate. You must, okay? If you start right, then you can slowly relax. If you start, well, welcome, try to be friendly with them, they will straight away climb over a head, and after that, next time, very difficult to change around. You start hard, you start firm, you start asserting your authority, and slowly relax to become friends. You can. Never the other way around, okay? Never the other way around. I say this last one is for your peers, okay? Make sure your peers depend on you. Okay, I say again, okay? Make sure your peers depend on you. 世界上没有永远的朋友，没有永远的敌人，只有永远的利益。In a world, there's no such thing as forever friend, forever enemy, only forever interest. Make sure your peers, because there's this thing called peer appraisal, your peers, they need you, okay? They need you in their work. Okay? Yeah. They need you in their work. Okay? Yeah. So I just want to say this, okay? Make sure your peers depend on you. Sorry, this is very funny. I got to interrupt. T.H. Lim says, Durian Kota Tinggi sales lady wonder why recently so many people patronize their store. Wait, you went there, is it? Or you just say it out of fun? Is it is it true? Okay, yeah. So anyway, the second thing is you cannot act smart in front of your boss. Don't make your boss look stupid. Okay, make your boss look like the smartest person on earth. Okay, learn how to freaking saka. You must. Those people who don't know how saka, don't know how to praise their boss. The Chinese are amazing in this. Amazing in this. 哇，我的老板，我的经理，我的罗总啊，是世界上最好的。Okay, very important. Yeah, very important to make sure your boss make your boss look damn good in front of his boss. In front of his boss, praise your boss like crazy, even if he don't deserve it or she don't deserve it. Very important. Okay, yeah, and you can show your boss quietly you're very smart. In public, make your boss look damn good. Always, and be very open and verbal about it. Yeah, you must. Okay. Oh, she say must be after Mr. Lu took video. So, oh, you actually went there. I see. I went there recently. The auntie mentioned that someone recommended a place and he saw an increase. Wow. You heard that? The durian lady, there, Kota Tinggi one, have an uplift in sales. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I hope she remember me next time so that next time I go there, I get good durian. Okay. So very important. Make your boss look damn good. That's the most important thing. Then after whatever mistake you make, whatever, it doesn't matter. He or she will love you to death. Make your boss look damn good. Saka your boss like there's nobody's business. Okay. Very, very important. Okay. This is, yeah. Of course, you must work well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I will, yeah. Okay. I'll skip this one. Okay. Wait, this file. Okay. Now, I just want you all to be very careful. Let me say this, a few tips, okay? The person that smile at you is not your friend, not necessarily your friend. The person that is black face at you may not be your enemy. I say again, okay? The person that smile at you may not be your friend. The person that black face in front of you may not be your enemy. Okay? Do not think, I've seen this many times in life. Okay? Those people smile at you, friendly or whatever. I've seen so many of them. Freaking think one big knife and stab at you from behind. Okay? Yeah. This one, everybody got to be careful. Okay, it happens in all companies. I see them in so many companies. Okay, and this is where you need to go. You need to go deeper. Do not just look at face value. It's very, very important. I've seen this, and I'm gonna say this right now. That's gonna offend a lot of Christians. Okay, usually the other religion don't have this problem. A lot of Christians assume that when your peers is a Christian, they will take care of you. No, I'm sorry. Okay, I see Christian and Christian fight, probably one of the worst. Yeah, it's not supposed to have that, but I see. I'm a Christian myself. Okay, but I don't know how to tell you this. The Christian and Christian fight, can be worse than non-Christian fight. Okay, and don't assume that because you're a Christian and your colleague is a Christian, he will take care of you. No such thing. Okay, yeah. And so in some sense, okay, I think what the Bible says, be as shrewd as a serpent, as innocent as a dove. You got to be very shrewd, so you know who is enemy, who is not, but as innocent of it. Okay, so I just want to tell you this: be very careful. Okay, who is charming in front but dangerous behind? I see it too many times. I see it too many times. Okay, please pardon me when I say it, especially to the people who are Christians. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This one, you got to find a lot of you ask me how do I do well? Make sure you go to a place where you have got unfair advantage. You work in a job where you have unfair advantage. Now, what is called unfair advantage? Okay, unfair advantage can mean you're biologically better at looking at numbers, biologically at spotting irregularity, biologically better at winning the hearts of customers, for people. And biology, you're a mother hen, you should be in HR, for example. Okay, and maybe you come from a family business where you deal with a provision shop, and you all have a lot of logistics to take care. Then you should be in an unfair advantage. You have unfair advantage running your logistic department, operations department, or you are in the army. You have a lot of experience managing a lot of people. Okay, then you go into run big sales organization whatsoever, where you will drive something. Play in an area where you have an unfair advantage. I've seen this before. Everybody, let me say this, okay? There is no one in the world that has no unfair advantage. There is no one in the world that has got no unfair advantage. Never seen before, okay? Everyone has unfair advantage, okay? Everyone has unfair advantage, and I just want to share with you that you need to discover where your unfair advantage is. And once you use your unfair advantage, okay, you will do well in your career. Okay, and yes, it could be someone with a nice body, a good looks whatsoever. Someone is very cute. Okay, and you are not so cute or not so nice to do. Okay, make use of some other thing you have unfair advantage about. Okay, and it's very, very important in corporate life, and in fact, this is also very important in business as well. But business, a lot of times, no choice, you got to do a lot of things. But in corporate life, you got to pick you can afford to pick a job you like. That's very important. Okay, Ken? Yeah. And last but not least, if you have subordinates below you, I need to say this. In front of them, you need to tell them that their productivity is more important than anything else. Behind the scene, tell them that you value their loyalty. Loyalty is much more important than talent. I've seen that many times. I say again, okay? Don't listen to what bullshit your boss tell you, okay? Loyalty is much more important than talent, okay? Yeah, it's very important. You must you must have leadership to protect your staff. And once you're loyal to them, generally they'll be loyal to you, and that become an unstoppable force. But I'm sorry, if you are subordinate, okay? Yeah, if you are subordinate now, okay, where is it? If you are subordinate, also know this. A lot of times your boss is never loyal to you, especially in a corporate life. He can't. Your boss can never be 100% loyal to you. He can't. He don't call the shots. Okay? Let me say why. Okay, unless you're a small SME, your director has VP on top of him. Your VP has EVP on top of him. Your EVP has MD or deputy CEO on top of him. Your deputy CEO has CEO on top of it. Your CEO on top of him has board. Right? No one have absolute power. Unless it's small companies that don't say. Usually big company, you cannot afford, okay, you cannot afford now. Your boss cannot afford to have 100% loyalty to you. There will a time when, for example, the company say I have to retrench people. Your boss, very difficult to protect you. Very difficult. Not say cannot, it's just very difficult. Loyalty in corporate life is not mutual. In big corporation, you can be loyal to your boss, but don't expect him to be loyal to you because he can't. Okay, he can't. So give, don't expect to receive. Okay, give, don't expect to receive. But if you are a boss, work very hard to win your subordinates, trust. And that's unfair. Corporate life is unfair. The world is unfair. Don't ever talk about fairness in life. I've never seen fairness in life. Okay, I've never seen fairness in life. Life is not fair. Life is not fair. And once you realize this, I think life I think will have a better has a better living. Okay, I'm going to stop here and let's have some discussion about this. How about that? Okay, yes, all right. Okay, do you all generally agree or disagree with me? Generally agree or disagree with me? Okay, anybody who disagree with me and any part of it, you can highlight, we can discuss. Okay, super agree. Anyone agree or disagree? Please share. Okay, I didn't tell you the standard things that your boss or your company tell you. You notice that I didn't tell. I tell you something in my life experience across many different companies. I came to see that this is absolutely true. Yes, corporate means corporate normally means bigger than SMEs. Okay. My husband once said, "Work only for boss your trust." That's very true. I can only work for bosses that I can trust. Unfortunately, this worked well for 35 years. That's wonderful. Life is never fair. Okay, when one should think that time is in an organization up and time to leave? This is a very difficult question because it is inward looking, outward looking. Yeah. I think that if there's an opportunity outside and it help you progress your life, okay, and it's to your interest, I think it's fine. But if you really have a work that is very secure and you really love that work now, then just work on. I think that's more important. Okay. My boss said his peers and his boss has to agree to promotion, and we need to fight with everybody of my rank in the company I want promoted. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. When I want to promote someone, all our peers, okay, so that time, okay, so all of us who are head of business will sit together. We'll put our names in a bell curve, literally in a bell curve, and then we do ranking. We do ranking. So we have to argue in front of everybody why my staff is better than your staff whatsoever, and there'll be a fight and quarrel and things like that. And then we decide, okay, who can get promoted, who can get promoted. That's life. Okay, that's life. Yeah. Agree, but only realize in your 50s, but never too late. One thing I know, a must to jump and change in order for progress. I think so. So what's your experience seeing someone smile at you at backstab at you? How do you back? That's very difficult to answer. Okay. Well, I will just say this: if someone step at you, okay, you can decide to step back, or you can decide to ignore, or you can decide to just walk away. Okay. And each case is different. Each case is, some people you need to step back, very hard, no, not just in the back or in front of their face, so that they'll never do it again. Okay. But some people, it's just harmless and just ignore. Okay. How to deal if you sanka your boss and your colleagues envy of you and keep saboing you? Okay. And then you got to sanka your boss and make your colleagues equally happy. That's an art. Okay. You sanka a boss and praise your colleague in front of your bosses. Okay. Praise your colleague in front of bosses. Let's say your colleagues got nothing to praise, at least say, wow, he's so punctual, come every day. No? Yeah, I'm not even like that. Something like that. They're going to find something. While he go to the toilet, he flush his toilet. Whatever, I don't know, something like that. Yes. Okay. A boss is not a friend, too much expectation. What about colleagues? It's a mix. Colleagues can be friends, can be competitors. You got to be a healthy balance. I have a colleague, Mr. Lu, I have a colleague every day, go and breakfast with boss, super saka. Well, join him. What's wrong with it? Join him, Some days buy your boss fruits. I don't know how to say this. Some companies disallow it. Buy gifts for your bosses. Buy gifts from for your bosses. When I'm in corporate life, I buy gifts from my bosses in big occasion. All my bosses gets it. Okay? Yeah, all my bosses get it. Very, very important. So you're stupid. I'm not like that. I don't want to stoop myself so low. Then you stuck forever in where you are. Yeah. Then you stuck forever where you are. Okay? Yes. You need, okay, some of you need to buy gifts for your bosses small one, 礼轻情意重. But if you give a 重礼, even better. Okay, some company don't allow it, so don't overdo it. Okay. Somehow SG young graduates not so street smart. Malaysian graduate more savvy. I must say yes. The Chinese are even better at that. What if you like the work but stagnant in progression and don't like politics? Then change. That means you don't like your work must be a totality. You like the work but don't like environment. Go and find another work that has that's better. But why do Mr. Lu leave the corporate world? Because I enjoy entrepreneurial life. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. How about jobs super secure but no progression? Should look out. If you really like that job and you got no financial insecurity whatsoever, I think stay on. I will say stay on. Okay. Any tips for fresh graduate who just entered corporate banking? Try a lot of work. Experiment different type of work. Go out and be daring to experiment many things. Don't stick into one thing. A lot of people after try one job think that they are very good at a thing and stay there. Only to realize 10 years later they're actually better in other things. How many of you are like that? I say again, how many of you are like that? You didn't realize you are so good in one thing. My generation, a lot of you are like that. Because when we work, last time we got work for passion and we got work for interest. We work for rice bowl. We straight away chong and just end up in the first work and work for many years. Only to realize 10, 20, 30 years later, I'm actually very good in something else. If you agree, me say agree. Okay? Yeah. A lot of people end up like that. I'm luckier. I found my interest at 38, 39 years old. Lucky I found it. But some of your young people must go and try a lot of things. Try 10 different jobs, 10 different experience. Okay. Don't settle. Okay. Don't settle. Yeah. Okay. My loyalty, my company was rewarded with them promoting someone else ahead of me, join later, more capable, more incapable. That's life. How many of you have seen this before? Outside in, climb faster than inside up. How many of you? Okay, how many of you are outside in, climb faster than inside up? How many of you say me, me, me? You've seen it before, okay? Outside in, climb faster than inside out. How many say me? Yes, agree, whatever, right? Okay. How many of you have seen this? This is absolutely true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. 90% of the case. Okay. 90% of the case, those people, okay, yeah, those 90% of the case is like that. Okay, 90% case, very common. Okay, yeah, very common. Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, he very there. He wants to come and join in. Okay, yeah. Sorry, he keep everybody please give him a thumbs up. Okay, please give him a thumbs up. Yeah, okay. This is very cute. Okay, it's a very tare cat. Okay, so sorry. Okay, yeah. So everybody take note of that. Yes, and then outside in, their salary jump is phenomenal. You agree with me? Salary jump is phenomenal. Accept it. Okay, accept it. This is life. This is life. This is the same in all corporates, not just Singtel, whatever, any company. 99% of cases like that. Okay. The earlier you come to a realization that this is this way, the more you are at peace with your life. How far do you fight for the stuff you want to promote? We can fight all we want. Ultimately, it's the boss that decide, right? So I'm the boss, my boss decide. Okay. Take on roles. Okay. How about SME setting? SME setting very sad. Let's say a 5-man team, not much to talk about. If you still suck at a boss who is useless and incapable, of course you still do it. Of course. You no choice because he's your boss. Yeah. Okay. Is it okay? Stagnant? Not interested in politics? Don't like to be decided. Want no I think the key thing is it your passion or not your passion? I say again, okay? A lot of people always get stuck with this. Boy, why do you have to do that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So let me say this again. Okay. Let me say this again. There are a lot of people happy with their job. but not happy that they got no progression and things like. I say again, when you reach our age, I'll just say that if you are happy about your work, very good really. If you're happy about work, I think it's very good. And if your job is secure, it doesn't matter whether you climb or don't climb whatsoever. It really doesn't matter. Okay, I think so. But if you need progression and challenge whatsoever, then change the company if you don't get it. To be frank, no, not every company like to promote people our age. Okay. Okay. Let me see this. It is miserable if the work culture is so toxic. I rather focus on my work and don't like politics. You got to play. There is no. A lot of people say I don't like to play politics. You don't have a choice. 人在江湖身不由己. You agree with me? You don't play the politics will come and look for you. First of all, this is the Mr. Lu's golden statement. Let me say this again, okay? If you don't play politics, the politics will come and look for you. Then you better rise above the politics. You agree with me? Agree, say agree, okay? I say one last time, if you don't play politics, the politics will come and look for you. You don't have a choice. Okay, you don't have a choice at all. You have to play the politics. You have to play the politics. Okay, okay, boy, you really got to go. Okay, yeah, okay, you go. Okay, yeah, okay. University should teach brands. Okay, anyway, wait. Gifts like what gifts? I know flowers, anything about like durian, whatever. Right, you cook something, bring it. Okay. Do you think it's an advantage if I'm willing to sail through? Good in what I do, manage relations, status quo. I don't think these are advantages. Yeah, survival skill. Unfair advantage is something you're inherently born with. They are really very good in. What's the most memorable present you receive? I really cannot remember. Okay. Food, I suppose. Okay, everybody on my subordinate knows I like food. My boss like gals to saka him. Don't like guys to saka. So how? Okay. So I would just say this. This one you gotta be this one gotta be careful when I deal with opposite gender. Okay. Mr. Lu, what's your opinion on those who saka you before? You help them anyway, they may construe as unfair advantage, whatever. That's why those good in saka one doesn't look like saka. Those outright saka and become so low class, then that's a different thing. How is it working for Chua Sokun? Oh, Chua Sokun is one of the smartest women I ever met in my life. Smartest. Very stressful working for her. Okay. Very, very smart lady. Super, super smart lady. Okay. Yeah. And you know what? She's not only smart there. She's one of the prettiest lady I ever met in my life also. She looked damn gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous, and she was 40, 50 years old. Even now, I don't know how old is she right now, maybe 65, 70. She still look damn gorgeous. Yeah, really, really gorgeous. Okay. This is her standard is for my wife to follow. Okay. Yes. Right, B? She looked damn gorgeous, right? Chua Sokun. Oh, yeah, super gorgeous, man. Super gorgeous. Okay. Yes. Wait, I missed out a lot of comment already. Okay. Scholars climb faster than farmers. Of course. Of course. So be a scholar. And if you're not a scholar, then accept that farmers don't go to a place where there are scholars and farmers. If you're a farmer and unhappy that there are scholars and farmers, then don't go to a place where farmers that they value scholars more than farmers. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So so many people say hi to Chong Chong. Sorry. I'm getting bullied at my job. I think I'm at a disadvantage. Then change job. Okay. Singtel culture, wow, xiong man, brutal is the word. Brutal. Okay. It was very brutal. Any tips of how a farmer can become similar trait as a scholar? No chance. Almost no. If you are talking about in government, very little chance. Not say no chance. The chance is very, very little. The chance is very, very little. Very, very little. You know how a scholar is being selected in the? I assume you are talking about the Singapore government, right? This one is a talk by itself. Wait, let me see how many. Wow, so many questions. Okay. Yeah, this one I super, if you can hold it, I'll answer this question and wrap up. You ask me again, okay, GC. This question is very, very important. A lot of people don't understand the difference between a farmer and a scholar. I understand this really well. Very few people understand this, okay? Okay, wait. The art of, okay, wait, so cute. Okay, I took on breadwinner role, let husband do his passion in business. That's very, very noble of you. Okay, will your boss look at you as unmotivated if you don't want to fight for promotion? Yes, yes, absolutely, yes. Okay, okay, wait. Why? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. There's not agree. Jobs help you to. Jobs just help you accumulate wealth. Once you accumulate, start compounding. No scared. That is true. But I would encourage everybody find a job that you're passionate about. I got a friend super passionate about being a soldier. Super passionate being a soldier. That even after he left soldiering. Okay, that means his time is up. In his reserve, he served like more extreme than he was as a full-time soldier. Okay, so it's passion. Okay, yeah. Oh, you received the super fan today. Super good, right? B, where's my super fan? Do you know where is it? My super fan. I cannot find it. My super fan. Okay, I just want to show everybody my super fan. I was trying to look for it just now.
You brought it in Malaysia?
I can't remember where is it. Huh?
I don't know.
Is it anywhere there? Or the toilet? I just can't find it. Okay. Yeah, the super fan is super amazing. It's super amazing. Don't have it. Don't have the mind. I just don't know where is it. Okay. Can share how to deal with Tai Chi master. Then you got out Tai Chi him. 算了. Steven. I don't know how to tell you this. When I was young, I actually learned Tai Chi. I know that, okay? You know, the Tuiso, yeah, you know? So, you have to have, I've forgotten how to do it. When I was very young, I learned Tai Chi, yeah. So, you have to do those Tuiso, and then you flip, bah, right? The kind of thing, right? In corporate life, the same thing. Tai Chi master, 四两拨千斤 at you. That means they use 4 grams of energy to push a few kilo of energy. You must Tai Chi back at them. Okay. If you do not Tai Chi back at them, the Tai Chi master will think of you as weak and keep doing it at you. In corporate life, if someone hit you 1 time, you close 1 eye. But someone hit you 2 times, you bite back. They'll never dare bite at you again. This is my experience in life. Okay. Yeah. My place is political. I ignore and try to focus on myself, but I get forced to get involved at times, mentally drained. You cannot avoid it. You need to rise above it if possible. You cannot avoid politics. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people say, I don't want to play politics. Utter rubbish. Cannot avoid. Those who say I don't like to play politics, you don't know, you can't survive politics. No, you have to. The minute you come to the realization that you cannot avoid politics and you have to fight it, is where you will rise above it. Okay. Yes. Wait. Okay. Your lunchtime always climb stairs at Singtel building. How you buy gift for your bosses? Your lunchtime always go climb stairs at Singtel building. How you buy gift for your bosses? No, I don't understand your question. Buying gifts doesn't stop me from climbing stairs. And by the way, I hardly climb stairs. Okay. I just joined how to book an AI course, gone already. Chosokun was a group CEO of Singtel. Now it's Mr. Yuan Kuan Moon. All very good. Mentally draining if teach colleagues, especially those who stay very long, new process. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait. She's from RGS. So who is from RGS? Okay. In corporate life, must have gangs within. Okay. And how do you survive Singtel? I must say that my 20 years of Singtel was a very, very interesting but tough 20 years. Okay. Yeah, I learned a lot. I really learned a lot. Okay. Yeah, really learned. First class honors get fast track. Yes, in especially government sector. Okay. Scholars got many tiers. Yeah, absolutely right. Only a few of the top tiers count as real scholars. Yes. Okay. Okay. Wait. Must have sponsor. Learn like performance appraisal is never a work performance. No. Work performance is necessary but not sufficient. I say again. Work performance is necessary but not sufficient. You need the work performance plus other things. A lot of people work very well, but all the other skills all don't have and cannot. Okay. Lawrence Wong was economist and not even admin officer, but not he was admin service. He was admin officer. He was. Okay, he was. Okay. How do you impress my boss or my boss to get promotion? Okay. You need to be visible. You need visible. This one when your when your when your boss comes nearby, let's say we always prepare to give a presentation, talk to him, share with him your ideas, ask questions, whatsoever. This is skills. Okay, wait, I'm trying to say how to put a AI course going. My lady boss say guys not okay anyway. Bite here, bite there, so they drink. Sadly, I agree. You cannot avoid politics, but you can choose not to play all the bad politics and stay in the know. Politics will come and look for you. The faster you come to realization you cannot avoid politics is the way you can rise above it. Okay. My hubby is the top sales manager for years, but his boss keep telling him every year that his communication skill is bad and not promote him. How to handle this? Okay. So wow, that's a tough one. Okay, change company. If many years already, it won't happen really. Change company. Either change a boss or change company. Okay. Yep. Okay. Wait. No, Chosoku is gorgeous, super gorgeous. Trust me, super gorgeous. I know he was my boss for many years. Super gorgeous. Okay. Okay. Share how you tahan Singtel. Which is the part tahan? Okay, I'll just say this. There are things I like and things that I don't like. Okay. Singtel work very long. Singtel work on a weekend. Singtel Saturday, Sunday also work. We all no such thing. Come back home, eat dinner, play with kids, then go back to work again. Yeah, we work very, very long hours. So nowadays, after work, I ask my staff a few questions. Black, the face black. Last time we worked really all the way. No such thing. Yeah. Lawrence, okay, wait. Lawrence Wong was an admin scholar for sure. Yeah, he disrupted from OCS Delta company where I was his platoon mate. Okay. When can you share about your weight loss? When I'm successful about it. Okay. Today I dropped below 76. I'm 75 something. That day I was 77. Wow, my heart almost dropped. Okay. Yes. When until hit 74, then I start to howling again. Okay. 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 Yeah. So, yeah. Chosokun was my group CEO at that point in time. Now is Mr. Yuen Kong. Chosokun is super brainy. She was a CFO and then after become a CEO. Okay. Before her was Lee Sen Yang, also very smart and capable. Yeah, super smart and capable. I met them all. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I will see whether I have a chance to drop by Singtel. I have a meeting with Singtel. Maybe I'll drop by and see Yuen Guan Moon just to say hi. If you are very good at your job, your boss will be afraid from you because nobody else can do it as good as you. It depends on the company. Some yes, some no. Communication skill is needed today's world. As introvert, I'm forced to step up and help me improve. Communication absolutely important. Is luck important? Yes, absolutely. Luck is important. Luck is important. Okay, luck is super important. I don't know who is Chua Sian Chin. Okay, I don't know. Luck is very important. I give you an example. That day, you all got watch my talk with Benjamin and Kate, my two kids. Oh, Benjamin was nobody, okay? And he met two person that changed his life. The first one he met was Mr. Ng Kok Song. Do you remember Mr. Ng Kok Song? GIC ex chief investment officer, and then later he become presidential candidate. Okay, and then after that, right now he's recently there's a news announced, right? MAS appointed three fund managers, three fund management company to manage the funds to stimulate the SGX. one of the companies called Avanda is run by Mr. Kok Song. So Mr. Kok Song, this Benjamin, my son, has a privilege of meeting Mr. Kok Song just for 15 minutes of life. Whatever Mr. Kok Song shared with him changed his life totally. That is into investment and fund management. And the second person that Ben met that was very lucky for him was he met a hedge fund manager who took him in for 3 months. And after nowadays, the day Ben, you all ask him question, you all can see his standard. Far above me, I think. Yeah. So this life. Okay. Sybil is very pretty. Yes, she's very, very pretty. Kok Song's fiance, okay, is very, very pretty. Very, very polished. Okay. Former Home Minister, no, I don't think so. What if your boss and boss are those that look after themselves more than look after him? Well, if they look after themselves, then they have to look after their team, because they have to realize that their team is the one to support them. Now, but if they look at themselves and sabo their team, then they can't survive for very long. And if they can survive very long, then I suggest you change company. Okay. One thing about promotion, some companies promote before giving responsibility, but many give responsibility and one must prove it before promotion. Okay. You know who likes to do that? Singapore government. He make someone acting something first before he making the real one. Yeah, many times. Or covering officer. I'm working overseas. Singaporeans highly respected. So climb ladder overseas. That's a good idea as well. May I have your view about how alumni can take care of each other in corporate life? Wait, long lah. Alumni don't take care of each other lah. Yeah, alumni don't take care of each other. Only people that take care of each other are people who have interest. Okay, yeah. So this is my 20 over years experience in corporate life. Okay, I thought I want to share with you. Now I want to address someone just now. This part of story is very, very important. It's probably the most juiciest part. After that, I might have to delete my video. Listen very carefully the difference between farmer and scholar. Are you ready? Ready, say ready, okay? The difference between farmer and scholar. Everybody give a thumbs up. Watch this, okay? In Singapore, there's such a thing called genetic engineering, social engineering. Okay? The scholars, how do they get the scholars? Very simple. Okay? The scholars, and that was in the past, and nowadays they change a little, but 换汤不换药, generally still the same. First of all, you all know this yourself. How many of you heard of the gifted program? At primary 3, they start trying to find out the gifted program. They change it a little bit. Those days, the gifted program, they sieve out all the smart people and throw them one side into a special school and train them with different training or whatever. From this, then they push them up to become better school, and then eventually at A levels, O levels is they sieve out all the small ones and go to top JCs whatsoever. And then at A levels is the one where the rubber meets the road. Many times at O level, they do very well. A levels, they flounder. But at A levels, generally when someone do well, they generally do well better. Okay, this is where the social engineering happen. Let's talk about the guys first. Ignore the ladies. Not that you're not important. Guys is easier to explain. At A levels, the top student, in my time, A levels is defined as 4 straight A's. In today's called term is H2. But A level results got H4 A level results and AO level. Okay. Those days to qualify as a scholar, straight 4 A's. 不用讲. Even better, there's this thing called S paper. Today they are called H3. Okay. S paper, 1 or 2 S paper whatsoever, these are called scholars. So these top students were all put under this thing called the scholar company in the army from BMT onwards. So my time, BMT, scholar company, Jaguar company in Tekong. Okay. A lot of them plus another company, I can't remember what, too long ago, 30 years ago. Then they put them all together and then they train them very hard, whatever. Then they pick out those people that will do well. Okay. And there are people who do well, there are people not do well, whatsoever. Okay. And then they group them together and and after that, they'll put them into OCS under one company called Delta Company. And today, the practice is still there. Delta Company, OCS, only have scholars. These people not only do well academically, minimum, those days now, I don't know, minimum 4 H2s, or they call A-level subjects, straight A's. B's are not considered scholar, straight A's. Then of course you have your language A's, and then got S papers or so, and then got some other paper I never heard before. Super, like super scholars. Do you know how they further segregate it now by results? Very simple. The more A's you have, they put you into the first section of the platoon. Then you slowly come out. So platoon 1, 2, and 3. Platoon 1 will have 4 straight A's, 2 language A's, S paper, 2 A's or 3 A's, or straight away. Easily, everyone on platoon 1 will have easily 6 to 8 A's. A lot. I know, okay? So, Lawrence Wong was from this company, this platoon. Okay, Lawrence was this platoon. Then there is platoon 2, which maybe 1 or 2 A's not there. Then platoon 3 was people who have only got 4 A's, maybe some language never A, only 1 S paper or no S paper. That's platoon 3. Mr. Lu was in platoon 3. That's why I know. I was in platoon 3. So platoon 1, 2, 3, Delta Company. Now you know why I know all this, right? Okay. Yeah, platoon 1, 2, and 3. So I was a lousier scholar. I was in platoon 3. Okay. And then after that, they will whack this platoon really hard. The worst kind of training ever. Walao eh. You think the scholars will get it easier? Worst kind of training, inhuman kind of training. Do you know the out of cost rate in Delta Company in those days? That was, of course, 30 over years ago. I think at least 50 to 60% out of cost rate. Very, very high. It was so bad that after they call it the first 3 months is called the junior term, then the junior term, service term, professional term. Then the next 3 months, then after the last 3 months, after 6 months, only 1 platoon left. 3 platoon left, 1 platoon. So all merged into 1 platoon 1. I was lucky I survived. So platoon 3 went to platoon 1. So Prime Minister Lawrence Wong was already inside there, so he was there. He disrupted and went for overseas because a PSC scholar. I went on. Okay. So this is OCS Delta Company. Okay, Delta Company. Those days very tough. Inside my platoon was also Perry Lim, who was he was once a chief of defense force. He was also very, very good. A lot of them very good. Lousiest was Mr. Lu, 最没有用的. Okay, then end up roadside handbag seller. Okay, 我最没有用的. And the 没有用的 end up Singtel scholar. The good ones, SF scholar, police scholar, PSC scholar, HDB scholar. I'm trying to recall the one. All the government scholar are all there. So if you survive this selection list, you will become a scholar. From here, you pick all the SCF scholar, president scholar, all go there. And the lousy one, they give them some shit scholarship. I was one of them. So lousy one like me become Singtel scholar. Right? Okay. I didn't spend enough time with President Lawrence Wong. I think we only overlapped for a few weeks. Then he disrupted. Yeah. So I know him. He was very quiet, very, very quiet, very quiet, very low profile. I don't know how to tell you this. Really, he said that himself. I would never expect him to be the prime minister. Okay. Yeah. So after that, this group of people go to become, they progress a lot in the public service. And then these people went on to become leaders of the country. Leaders of country. Are there people fall out of this system? Yes, a lot. A lot of them, after rise, cannot make it, kick them out. Then the next year one come in, will fight with them. Next year come and fight. So this scholar group, you think a farmer can go in this group or not? Yeah. Do you think a farmer can go? Yes, I think today they can. Last time cannot. I think very hard. Today it can, but it's very difficult. This group are genetically freaking smart. No, all my colleagues, my peers are so smart. I look at them, walao, inang tong simi wa ma bui hiao. So Mr. Lu end up YouTuber, the lousiest, 最没有用的 ，OK，最没有用的 ，OK。Sorry to disappoint you guys. I know you guys a lot of high hopes on me, maybe even some high regards on me. 我是最没有用的。Almost the entire cohort, all very good, really, okay, all really very good. A lot of y'all said, "Aya, they only know how to tak That is wrong. That is wrong. I'll say at least 90% of them super capable in their own life also. Super capable. Super capable. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Anyway, question. I thought this story quite juicy, right? Wow, the training was terrible, man. Training was terrible. Well, training was terrible. Those days, being whacked, physically beaten up is quite common. Wow. And unfortunately, I also do that to other people later. For example, right, those days, right, you never prone properly. One kick at you will send you into the bush. And now one, they love to take a stick or take a rifle, right? Come. Never do it. Bang! Last time got helmet, right? Manhandling those days was quite common. Then I also do that to people as well. That was, of course, 30 over years ago. Today you cannot do this. Walao, you gang one time MP came here, you cannot court martial. Those days, nobody argued. Nobody. Kena beaten up was like very normal. Yeah, very, very normal. Yeah, and then you will be tortured until reach a lot of injuries or whatever. Okay, anyway, but you know what? One thing I said, hopefully, okay, wait. My ex-CEO is a scholar. Math question, he took 10 seconds to solve, but the whole team took whole morning to cannot solve. That's so funny. Do you think parents should grill their kids for a good score in studies so they become scholars? No, it depends what they want. Nurture where their passion is. Okay, look at my son. My son and my youngest daughter both are mathematic nerd. Then of course you push them very hard in this area. Kid lu by tak one. Okay, you push also no use. Okay, so yeah, so one thing I don't understand, hoping to hear of you. Singapore has so much influx of China people. Some really high standard, but some quite jialat people. I heard. Okay, let me say this. 不是猛龙不过江. You heard of this phrase? Generally, the Chinese now that come, a lot of them very good. Okay, a lot of them very good. Now, army talk about mental wellness. Last time we got mental wellness. Kind of say, no mental wellness. Okay, yeah, not tourists becoming you like torture. No, those days I was being manhandled, or rather teach the wrong thing. So we passed down wrong thing to other people. Now looking back, that was too much. That was too much. I agree. Okay. Do you know when the AO scheme was offered in that process? I think now is those days. I think they have to go for 3 years first, something like that. I really can't remember. Okay. What's your view of Malaysian leadership and system today? Special PM incentive? I'm not familiar with their Malaysian system, so I don't. I thought all these scholars too precious. No, the scholars went through hell, man. Hell. The scholars went through hell. I've seen very freaking tough scholar, tougher than me, easily tougher than me. Yeah, I think I'm very tough. They are tougher than me. Don't look down on our scholars. Many of them are very, very tough, very, very smart, very, very capable. You can say a lot of them don't have private sector experience. That you can say. Brain power, capability. I think almost none of the admin service scholar when they hit a director level, none of them are not capable. All very capable. Yeah. Delta company is White Horse company. Oh, that you're wrong, man. Oh no, BMT. BMT, I don't know. OCS Delta company is a scholar company. Okay, street smart, not very individual. Some are academic smart, some are intelligent, some are street smart. I've seen street smart. So this become what I call unfair advantage. Some have unfair advantage in certain areas. They're biologically like that. Some are very street smart. I know someone who really very street smart. Okay. Yes, Chris, no problem. Okay. Where else? OCS officer now take care of crew mental wellness, different era, time and change. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. China female are strong dragons. That is true as well. Okay. Yeah. Shanghai woman will eat men for lunch. Eat also men for lunch. For farmer, late 20s and 30s, still got chance to become scholar and pace. I think very rare. Not say don't have, very rare. Okay. previous SPH CEO Ng Yak Chun cost the company this. I will just say this: SPH, even whoever you put in has no chance of letting it survive. You cannot fight the technology disruption. Whoever you put inside will not save the company. Okay. Yes, I don't know Ng Yak Chun. I assume that he's quite capable, but whoever you put inside cannot save the company. Okay. Yeah. I know very good ones, outstanding ones, but I witnessed some people came in as wives, cannot speak English, pretty ladies. Those I don't know, they get citizenship or husband. Okay, I don't know about this type, okay, but I know that there are ladies from China who cannot speak English that are very, very good. And I know a lot of Singaporeans that can speak English, they are very, very not so good. Okay, speaking English is not a big deal. Those who have BMT OC as one of their scholars, backing their junior scholar. Okay, I don't know about that. Okay, yeah. NOL is shipping line is also very. I don't know about NOL. Okay, yeah. Thanks for speaking well, scholars. This help to clear people's misconception. I know I'm very frank. I'm their cohort. I'm the lousiest of them all. I've seen them really very good. I've got no reason to saka them. I don't report to these scholars. And these scholars are not politicians. They are civil servants. Okay, I rub shoulder with some politician, but I don't need rub shoulder with the civil servant. I kid you not. The reason why our Singapore government is so freaking good is because of very, very capable civil servants behind it. Super capable. Super capable. Without this civil service, I don't think Singapore have a chance to do well. Okay. Saka speaking. Okay. Can a scholar succeed as a businessman? Some yes, some no. I've seen people can, some people. So cannot generalize. Well, I'm a scholar technically from Singtel, not as good as the civil service one. I don't think I'm a very successful businessman. I'm okay. Yeah. Okay. I cannot produce the next Shopee. I cannot produce the next I don't know which other good companies are there in Singapore. In fact, okay. Yes. How to remain hungry and not be complacent? It must be inculcated from young. Okay, civil service who join MNC super good at politics. Some yes, some no. I've seen good ones. I've seen bad ones as well. Okay. Is it true that NOL was sold to secure a port? I don't know about that. A sidetrack, there's a news regarding Jane Lee, owner of Sumo Salad, got screwed over by FT and committed suicide. We are very sad at that. Okay, that should never have happened. That should never happen. I'm sure the government will do something about it. Okay. The goal is Shark Tank. Okay. Okay, next question. Okay, any other questions? Any other comments? Okay. Yeah, any other questions? Any other questions? I hope tonight's talk about corporate life will give you a perspective why I think you will do it. I'm out of that race already. I'm out of that race. Okay. I don't need to be in that race anymore. But my 20 over years of experience, I think is still valid. Okay. What was my job before I went to business? I was in Singtel. Okay. I was in Singtel. And I think I worked almost, I don't know, 10 different functions whatsoever. Before I left, I was the vice president of business development. Okay, I was before that I was the CEO of a subsidiary. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Do you regret only work one company for 20 years? Those days we don't think so much. I must say that I don't regret working only for one company. I regret not discovering my passion early. Until I almost 38, 39 years old, then I discovered actually I want to be an entrepreneur. I really want to be an entrepreneur. Okay, that's my passion. Yeah. If I stay on the Singtel, maybe today I'll be a VP or a senior VP or something. I don't think I'll become a CEO. But that's not what I want to do, right? That's not what I want to do, right? Corporate life is not something I enjoy as much as if I'm a corporate life, I cannot talk to you like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, some companies promote non-experienced employee, and these employees struggle to new roles. Any comment? Experience is one plus, but not the necessary plus. There are a lot of people with no experience that can still do well. Sidetrack. If you log our OA account, if a scammer will hack the SingPass, can you unlock and withdraw? Agree? I actually don't know what it takes to unlock a OA. I never tried it before. You must be a favorite to succeed in corporate life. Partially true. Were you in track to be a Singtel CEO? No, I'm very far away. Never in my life. Too far away. Not even anywhere close. Okay. Thanks for money lock. My friend was, listen, everybody. Sing Fu say this. Thanks for the money lock advice. It is valid. My friend was scammed of her entire life saving plus make to take a loan. So I'm moving my funds to safer places right now. Wow. Don't say I never see you. But Mr. Lu, you managed to convince Singtel to send you Stanford. That's quite zai. Yes, I was one of the few scholars that were sent by Singtel to Stanford. That will probably put me at a very nice position, but I'm not CEO caliber. CEO means the top person role. I'm not anywhere closer. Okay. You were CEO means you qualified to run for presidency. Yes. If you are Singtel CEO, you qualify to run for presidency. Okay. I'm not so sure Chua Sok Kun or Yuen Kuan Moon will ever want that. President job, I think they are more happy and more fulfilling life as a CEO. Okay. This is my take. Okay. What I know of them. Do all Singtel people hate Startup M1? I will just say this. A lot of Singtel people went to join Startup M1 and then they all come back. And then the industry rotate. So when they hate Singtel Startup is from a competitor's perspective. And later at some point they rotate around. Corporate life makes you lose hair. That's genetic. Okay. With technology, I foresee employer-employee relationship will not be the same 30 years line in the developed country. Hard to say. Were there CEP in Singtel? No, there wasn't. Is it a disadvantage in your peers joining the bosses in smoke break if you don't? Smoke break have some relationship building, that is true, okay, but not necessary. How do you discover passion? This passion is discovered when you expose yourself to a lot of different things, and suddenly when you find, you know it now. Okay. Not sure whether be employed 30 years. Have lah. Whether don't have. For sure have lah. For sure have. It's just a employ a different form. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Thank you, everybody. It's already 1 o'clock. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Someone said was nearly scammed. Luckily, DBS bank stopped. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. What can our government do besides warning people of scammers? Many people, including elderly, lost substantial. Maybe a topic I already talked about it. Like, I don't know how many gazillion times. Yeah. Okay. The previous video, I talked about it as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. I think it's very late. 1 a.m. I think it's too late. Okay. 800 of you still around. Thank you so much. Okay. I hope my sharing is something very useful to everybody who is in corporate life. Very few people in business life. I'm happy to share business, but very few of you are in business life. So if you want it, then I talk about it. Okay. But I in corporate life, I'm qualified to share my experience. My experience may be different from yours in working life, but let's see how it goes. Okay. All right. Good night. Okay. Good night. Good night. Good night. Okay. Good night. Good night. Okay. Good night. Good night.